Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 17 minutes past 11 on Thursday night. Back with a 4 or 5 for tomorrow. Mixed sort of a card tomorrow. Later than I thought, but I had sort of a different day to usual today. I decided I'd only watch a couple of races, and that's all I got. The ones that I was involved in. And I missed several funerals when I was on the road on the tours this year. So it was time to catch up and get those. So it's traditional in our neck of the woods. If you miss a funeral, that you get a mass card. Majority of people maybe post them. I'll prefer the personal touch. So I decided today was the day. So I went off, got a few mass cards. And there was one couple that lost a daughter during the year, a few months ago, and the woman actually lost her mother since, so I missed the mother's funeral. So I had 2 for them, and I seen them going into a restaurant after actually coming from the daughter's grave. They went into a restaurant to have late lunch, and I didn't. I joined them, and I must be an hour and a half there as well with them. Which had a good chat. It's tough on, very tough on the mother. It's tough on both parents, to be honest. And I'll meet again before the Christmas. I told them I'd go to their house, and then I went to another house. I was 2.5 hours in it. A woman that lost her sister. 2.5 hours there. Brought a bottle of Bushmills to them. They wanted me to have a hot toddy with them, but it was 4:30, so I said no. I must be there nearly 3 hours. It was 7:15 leaving. Then I went to another house. Then I had to go to my neighbour's to walk the dog. And I was coming out the door, and the dog that slipped first on the frosted pavement, which was a warning to me because I had shoes with very little rubber underneath, no chains on them. I'd be on my hole as quick as lightning. So we had a short, careful run, a walk, no running, and back. So it was after 10 and I got back. So I'm trying to piece things together. I think there was 19 in the tracker for tomorrow. A lot of them should have been probably thrown out at this stage. Several with a chance. I looked back at a few of the results tonight. I seen there was 3 today. Actually, the horse that beat Eldorado Allen, Torn and Frayed, I had that in my tracker, but I thought that's a former Paddy Power winner. I thought Eldorado Allen might get a free lead today, but didn't. Got bothered up front by Rapper several times. That's what done the damage, as well as trying to give 22 pounds weight to Torn and Frayed. And actually, I said last night Torn and Frayed was the danger. And did I do the reverse forecast? No, forgot about it. But I seen Rogue de Vega finally won tonight. I backed it a couple of runs back, and Southern went to second. Didn't back it tonight. And then Mahomes, what do you call him? Not the quarterback, the harsh. Shamrock Mahomes is there. Can't think of it. One I seen it 16-1 tonight. We had that when it won in Musselburgh before for us. And there was 2 yesterday. I think it's 9 horses lately. I think I only backed 2 that has won. And there's several out tomorrow, but I just don't. I don't want to be putting them up unless they've won last time out, and those hadn't won last time out. We had Stowaway Lass in Thurles. Didn't run or jump well enough at all. Made too many mistakes because it should have been right there with the horse that was third. And it was 9-1 last night, going off 7-2. You think it'd be, well, the jumping that caused it, I don't know, was it the ground or what. And then the hugely well gambled on horse today, Payment Plan, won. I think it was 8-11. That was 15-8 last night. It was actually up 9-4 last night. So I was hoping the double might come up with Eldorado Allen and that one, but it didn't. So not as good as I'd hoped today, but not a total washout. I never went near the comments at all today to answer anybody back. I'll try before I go to bed, and if not, I'll get them in the morning. It's just one of those days that I just had this in my head to get done, and I still have one more house to get. I'll get that probably next Tuesday night. Anyway, on to tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday all day long. There's Ascot is on. I see there's no precautionary inspection or anything, so it should be going ahead. There's a good bit of money in the last couple hours I see for Jimmerand. That's an old horse of ours from a couple of years ago. When was it 22? I won for us a couple of times. We're on it this day anyway. I think we're on it that day. But I think Terrista. I was impressed with this the last day. 7-year-old mare Lucy Wadham by Westerner. When it was a decent enough hurdler, but when it was been chasing, it has won 3 and it could have won 4 because it fell that time in Sandown and it was in with a shout going to the last Mertador. And the last day in a listed chase, first run of the season, it beat a horse rated 145. And if it was in a handicap, it'd be getting £20. And it was getting only 4. Now it has been put up 10. But it jumped well, travelled into the race nicely. And the step up and trip tomorrow, I don't think will be a problem. Actually, more a plus than anything else. This is it coming here. That's Terrista coming from behind. Galileo out in front.
Allen at the back of the field, still Luna Discovery, who's a couple of lengths off them and also now getting a squeeze and a shake of the reins. Galia Delito beginning the turn back towards home. They're on their approach towards the final open ditch, which is number 13 of the 16. 4 from home then for Galia Delito, starting to stretch on. It's a 4-length advantage and a soaring leap there, picked up really well. In second spot is Pinot Rouge. El Elefante is trying to get through up on the inside and now try and close down this leader. Teresita and Ladamaniel also getting a squeeze. Galia Delito, again another super leap up top. 2.5 lengths the advantage. El Elefante giving chase in company with Pinot Rouge, and Teresita is now trying to produce her effort and is starting to try and close down the leader, which is Galia Delito. Still has the advantage, but it's only a length for Teresita. Is now coming on by. Teresita comes to join Galia Delito, who's got a fight on here. Down to the last. Elefante in third at the final fence. It's Teresita who starts to quicken away. 2 lengths the advantage from Galia Delito. Then El Elefante, Ladomenial and Pinot Rouge into the final half furlong. Teresita committed a long way out. Galia Delito is closing, but Teresita got the run on her here, and it's
That was good say. Beat a horse race at £20, only getting 4, so to £16 wrong. As well as that, Jimmerand needs the first run, I thought, and Venetia is 0 for 12 in the last 14 days. Even going back, it needed the run here and won. It needed the run here and won the next time. So hoping it'll need the run tomorrow. So Terrista is the bet. On to the 240. It's a handicap hurdle. The favourite is Break My Soul, but I just think it needs further. I thought the last year it had a chance. We were on a horse that fell 2 out, but it had a chance, you'd imagine, to put the race away, and it didn't. It didn't quicken. It's 1 pitched, and as being a former pint winner, I think it needs at least 2.5 mile. That was a pint winner with Dennis Murphy. that was nearly a couple of his best runs, I thought, for that longer. It was only beaten by a nose. It has gone up £4 for it. Last year's winner, Gin Coco, is the bet each way. 5-1 shot. Harry Fry doing okay. This was rated 133 last year. And the last day it ran in Chepstow, which is rated 133. It's got up £2 for that. But it looks like last year it got a pipe opener behind Nemean line. And then it won here. And this looks to be in the plan. I'm hoping that it was going here and then it was running. It has even though it's carrying 12 stone, it has a nice, it can quicken a bit. And I don't think, I'm hoping that it'll be able to quicken better after the last tomorrow than the other one, Henderson's horse.
In fourth position, down now towards the final
This
three
is it here.
furlongs
And
and
the
the
fair
final
with that day
two
was
flights
8 to
of
11.
hurdles. Washington
It was 9
travelling
to
well
2.
on the near side. On the far side, one more for the road, but one more for the road. Still had the lead. Now Washington is asked for an effort, and Gin Coco flew that flight of hurdles, and that's put him bang in contention as they make the run down the hill. Pulled up before 2 out was Lupus Regham. So now they're inside the final furlong and a half. Gin Coco now comes through to edge the lead over Washington in second. No more from one more for the road. They're now coming down towards the final flight. Gin Coco on the near side. Over on the far side is Washington. These two now duel inside the final half furlong. Washington now just edges the lead over Gin Coco. 50 yards to go. It's Washington out in front. He's just hanging into his right.
It just got tired. There was a big weight difference there as well. 12 stone as against 10 stone 13. What's that? £15. So 5-1 back at each way. That's 2 in Ascot. In Chepstow, there's a horse that was going well the last day when it fell. And it wasn't that it hit the fence, it was just sort of buckled on landing. Range. 7-year-old by Sam Thomas. Sam Thomas is 1 for 3, 33% in the last 14 days. This has won before at Chepstow and was second in Chepstow. Let's see, can we see where the fall is? I'll try and get it to around the 4-minute mark.
And there are can you call is well back into your job nothing to ask and thought of Cerisi straightening up for home, a circuit behind them and running to the 5th last.
Here's
Range
Pricked.
is going to take off first to Range has gone. Range crumpled on landing, having jumped it fluently enough, but Range has fallen at the 5th.
Whatever happened to him, I hope it doesn't happen to him again. He hadn't got into top gear at all. He hadn't been asked. I think he has a right chance tomorrow. Sammy Twished in the bike. Let's check the prices. 4-1, 7-2. The favourite won well enough the last day, but we're going to take it on. Reverse forecast should be no harm in that race. I like to do 1 and 10 now and again. There's a nice race at Newcastle on the Goo, 5 furlongs. 12 declared. Significantly, I think needs 6 furlongs. I think Equilateral likes the 5, but Sommelier at 13-2 is an each way bet trained by Marco Botti. I think 5 furlongs is this trip, even though it has won at 6 twice. Its Goo record is what 2 wins in a place out of 5. One hasn't won on the turf. But if you look at in York last year in a listed race, it was behind Big Eves or Big Eves, tomato, and that was rated 113 as against 96. So only getting £5. In a handicap it would have been getting way more. It ran well. It was closing sort of towards the line. They're probably aiming for the sprint, the championship. I'm not sure, is this winning you're in? Would it be? Someone might be able to tell me. Maybe just a pipe opener for one of those. I thought it's worth a bet if you can get the 13-2, anywhere even the 6-1, 30-2. That's with the green bookie as well, because they're in bed with these books. At Dundalk tomorrow evening, two of our bus horses won yesterday evening. The Art Desert Highway won, and the World's Stage won yesterday evening. I'm not sure if we have anything running tomorrow evening, but I thought Imperial Dream at 5-1, 9-2 was worth a bet. No more portraits in that race. He can't win only at the Curragh. But Billy Lee is up riding this lad, and Billy Lee was riding when he won in the Curragh 74. 6 furlongs or 7 even better than 6, I thought. Pat Flynn is actually on fire. He had a few bad enough old seasons by his standards, but lately he's 3 for 5. He had actually won last week. 2 of those horses that we had backed before. That jockey, what do you call him, was riding them. Don't know who, Leahy. The Eagles. There was 2 Eagles. 2 of them won last Friday. Good prices. Did I back them? No. We had backed them a few times last year. I thought that would have a chance in each way shot. I'm going to see can I get one at Tipperary, because it's a long way down there. I'm going to have a look at this and see can I get one of the handicap races tomorrow. There's a lot of frost promised tonight in the Midlands, so we'll see how that goes in the morning. If I can get something for Tipperary, I will. In the meantime, bash the bookies, over and out.